sometimes it's helpful to have someone outside of the church context who can come in and you sort of overcome some of those organizational dynamics. Rich, do you want to add anything to that?
I'd like to just, talk about a couple of things that we're doing at Crossing Capital to work with churches. Congregations oftentimes have aspirations, and one of the stumbling blocks they have is where to start. So we developed a congregational assessment that is really focused on alignment. And so we look at the 4 pillars of FISH, faith, intellectual, social, and human capital. And we've developed a survey that's quite focused on those principles, and it takes very little time to complete. And so we developed it in a way that's really unique in the market, because not only do you get the insights into the beliefs and preferences and practices of the congregation, but you also get to see, based on how people identify their role within the church, how they align in those opinions. So we allow people to self-identify as a member of the clergy, as a lay leader or church officer, or the senior lead pastor. And so that way we can look at how do they align. And sometimes we find that it's perception, sometimes it's reality. So sometimes if it's perception that, something is thought of in a very different way, sometimes it's a communication thing that just needs to be addressed. Other times it can be a real gap in a belief or a practice or a preference. And so that needs to be addressed, because before you can move forward, you need to make sure that you're aligned to move forward. Some of the other things that we touched on earlier, we're also very involved with, is making sure that our clients are set up for success, be that as simple as bookkeeping or accounting services or online, web presence. We have a diverse number of services that we can offer to churches to help them, as they're undertaking new things. And as we're moving forward in coordination and by ourselves with Oikos Institute, we're looking to help churches. Many are looking to either on the church property or property that they may own outside of where the church resides. We're going to help them find the proper funding to help that project come to fruition. And we have a network of professionals, be that developers or architects, et cetera, that we can bring to support them and to help them have a stake in the project, instead of simply being bought out for 50 cents on the dollar by a for-profit developer. So we're doing a lot of things to help support these churches as they're looking at a new future and trying to reimagine what it is to move forward.